Thousands were at Seattle's food festival. Families, a 2-year-old in a stroller. Then pop, pop, pop. People fleeing, strollers falling, 2 dead at the scene, 4 hospitalized, including the toddler. One of Seattle's largest annual celebrations, 350,000 visitors over 3 days, ended in a crime scene. One arrest, but the motive is still unknown. A community celebration in Seattle turned into a scene of panic and bloodshed after a mass shooting near the city's iconic Space Needle left 2 people dead and multiple others injured, including a 2-year-old child. The shooting unfolded on July 26th at the Seattle Center, where thousands had gathered for the annual Bite of Seattle Food Festival. According to the Seattle Fire Department, emergency crews responded just after 6 p.m. local time following reports of gunfire inside the festival grounds. Authorities said 2 victims were pronounced dead at the scene, while 4 others, including a toddler, were rushed to the hospital. Harborview Medical Centre confirmed that one of the injured remains in critical condition. The centre's spokeswoman, Susan Gregg, said,
"The hospital admitted 4 victims, including a toddler, a 23-year-old man, and 2 adult women. 1 patient is in critical condition."
Seattle police immediately sealed off the area and launched a major investigation, urging residents to stay away from the Seattle Center while officers searched for evidence and worked to determine what had happened. In a post on X, Seattle police wrote,
"Police are investigating a shooting. Multiple shooting victims. Shots fired at the Seattle Center. More information to come. Please avoid the area."
One person has been arrested following a mass shooting at Seattle Center that left multiple people wounded. Officers from multiple agencies, including the FBI, were seen assisting at the scene. As of the latest official update, the motive behind the shooting remains unknown. Meanwhile, the eyewitnesses described scenes of absolute chaos as gunfire shattered the festival atmosphere. Festival attendee Estan Wakunabo told the Associated Press that he was waiting with his girlfriend at a photo booth when panic erupted.
"My girlfriend and I were at the festival waiting in line for a photo booth when he was shoved from behind, and he turned to see a rush of people fleeing. When he heard gunshots, people were hiding, were pushing. People were falling on the ground. Baby strollers were falling. Once I heard a pop, 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 that's when I knew it was a shooter."
Other witnesses told local media they heard 7 to 8 gunshots, triggering a stampede as terrified festival-goers scrambled for cover. The Bite of Seattle, first held in 1982, is one of the city's biggest annual events, attracting around 350,000 visitors over 3 days for food, music, and community celebrations. Following the shooting, the Seattle Center monorail suspended operations for the remainder of the day, while authorities continued processing the crime scene. Investigators are now reviewing surveillance footage, collecting witness statements, and searching for the person responsible, as Seattle confronts yet another deadly mass shooting at a major public gathering.
I mean, like, it was a chill day, like, for me. I want to try to buy the Seattle because I've never been to just now, and then like for your first experience, I'm probably not coming back. I ain't gonna lie, because like I was in the process of getting food, right? You know, we were all talking, having a good time, and next thing you know, you just hear a couple shots go off, and like in my head, I'm not thinking nothing of it, because like, you know, at first I thought it was like some fireworks. Then I had to really sit and think. Boom, they're shooting. So like I look around. See if it's like something serious. Boom, I see a crowd of people running in the background. So boom, I took off. Next thing I know, it was just everybody was running everywhere. People was falling over. My bad. People was falling over strollers. People was hiding. It was like everybody was fearing for their life, and like I don't blame it, because like, you know, it was supposed to be a chill day for most. But now it's just something tragic, like babies in the hospital, people is dying left and right. because after like everything had calmed down,
Yeah.
I came back in because I thought I lost my keys. So boom, and we ended up seeing the kid by the center where the stage is. So boom, we see the kid, and he's like, I'd probably say maybe like 4 or 5 paramedics are working on him. He's just laying there, and then eventually they like lifted him up, but he wasn't like. It looked like he had no consciousness from afar. Like his arms were just dangling, and I feel bad for that kid's family for sure.
Are you from Seattle, or
I'm
because?
Tacoma.
Damn, you came up from Tacoma. And this happened. Oh my god.
There was one volley which we heard, and I don't know multiple shots, but I can't say how many. And then a lot of people didn't react at first because we thought, oh, it must be firecrackers or something. I mean, nobody thought that it was dangerous. But then there was a second volley, and that's when we saw people storming through the area across the Fisher Pavilion lawn, trying to get south and get out of the area. And so at that point, all my friends and I, we grabbed whatever equipment we had, our music equipment, and just started running because we felt like our lives could be in danger at that point. And it was, the crowd obviously knew something we didn't. Mm-hmm. So we reacted to the crowd around us and then ran out. And what surprised me is...
Could we, would you talk with us really quick?
I mean, it's kind of strange when you're there. The memory is just kind of a flash before your eyes where I see people rushing in one direction, and it's like an instinct or something. You just immediately join the crowd and move in that direction because you realize that they are moving in a direction for safety, and that sounds like that's a good idea. At first,
How close were you to the International Fountain? Because that's where it happened.
and it's such a shame, to see something like this happen when people are just enjoying themselves, and now, are people going to be worried about going to large events? I hope not. I don't know whether we're going to need some kind of metal detectors or something. I don't know, so people feel safer. But it's just a shame to see that when everyone is having such a great time, an hour before the entire festival was slated to end anyway,